As some of you might know from my previous videos that my lab was burnt and I am trying to rebuild it. So what is the most important thing for me to have in my lab? And yeah, you guessed it correct. It's a table. Because my house is made up of soil and bamboo and the floor is just bare soil without any plaster. So you just can't sit on the muddy floor and work on projects for hours and hours, right? Enough talk. Let's start with the build. The table is 4 feet by 3 feet in size internally and is 25 inch high. It has 13.8 square feet of work area which suits off perfectly for my work. The metals with the following size should be cut. By the way, you can download these images from the link in the video description. The next step is to mark the sizes according to the picture on the metal tube. Cutting all the required tube pieces all at once makes our life a lot easier. But cutting out metal tubes with flat ends at the first is highly recommended. After you finish it up, adjust the cutting angle to 45 degrees. Now it's just 4 pieces to cut. But one thing to note here, after you cut one end, turn the pipe 180 degrees so that it will make angle facing inwards like this in the figure. Now you should do the same with other 3 remaining pieces. After you finish it up with cutting the metal pieces, lay the 4 tubes with angled ends and make a rectangle. Take a 90 degree L tool and make sure that those 2 pipes make a perfect 90 degree. First, only make temporary welds so that you will be able to do little adjustment later if something goes wrong. After you do the same on each of its side, just measure the diagonals and if they are equal, then you can have permanent welds on each side. Now, you should use an angle grinder to smooth out rough welds because we also have to weld their feet on the same spot. To weld their feet perfectly straight, use the same L tool and align it from both of the sides. You can do temporary weld, adjust it and make perfectly perpendicular from the surface, and at the end you can have your permanent weld. And use the same technique to weld out the rest of the foot pieces. Here it got its third and the fourth foot piece. Finally, it can stand on its own legs. We should also add supports to its leg so that it won't flex in any particular direction. We should also add a middle support and the metal stoppers on the side so that the plywood can rest on them easily. We can also drill a hole on the side metal stoppers and the plywood can be securely attached on the table with the help of nut and bolt. After you finish it all, now you can paint the bare metals with primer to prevent them from rusting, and later on you can paint it with any color you want. After applying dual coat of primer at 4 hours of interval, I painted it with white color because only this was available to me and buying other paints was not possible due to lockdown. After adding 4 feet by 3 feet plywood on it, the table is basically complete and the plywood sits flush with the metals around it. But don't you think something is missing here? Yeah, the table is incomplete without a drawer, so let's build it. The following sizes of plywood should be cut and should be joined in a way which makes a boxy thing like this. Due to lockdown, I had to make my own knob by welding a cut washer to a 10mm bolt. Because I am not a carpenter, there were a lot of inaccuracies. I had to sand all the edges to somehow make them look a bit cleaner. Then after, I got a pair of drawer slide and attached the narrow side of the slide to the drawer and added 2 pieces of plywood on the wider side so that I can nail it down to the table. You can attach this drawer wherever you want with the help of some small nails. Yeah, I know. This is still not the perfect one, but I don't care that much because getting job done is more necessary than aesthetics, right? This much for this video, guys. Do like, share and subscribe. See you next week with another video. Till then, have a good day. Bye bye.